base expert. I know a number of you guys that don't actually know my name before, but I just thought of, let me just come out from behind the scenes today in order for us to know to get started fully on binary.com. And that's the reason I've actually come out to say let us just trade together and see what we can actually how far we can go with this. And it's actually very simple. To start with, I'd just like to say this quickly. Number one, binary.com has actually upgraded their MT5 in such a way that it now includes some forex pairs that some of you guys that have really been longing for can start trading with. And in addition to that, inside of their MT5, I discovered that they've added a new volatility, which is volatility index 10. Volatility index 10. As you can see in my ongoing trade, I have volatility 10 index, which is actually ongoing. I started this trade since 6:30 in the morning, and presently now this is afternoon. We are at 2:13. That is 14 minutes after 2 right now, and I started this at 6:30 minutes, 30 after 6, sorry, in the morning today. So that is over 6 hours ago that I started this. It's just a new volatility in there. I don't know how it's actually going, but just to keep you guys updated on what is going on. Now you can see this is binary.com. You can see binary.com here, demo account, investor and all that. And this is Euro USD. So this is forex pair, which is actually real there. And I would like to just confirm that to you guys, for a number of you guys that are actually looking for that. You can see here we have Euro USD, we have GBP USD, you have USD CHF and all that. And they promise that they will keep adding each and every time. One thing I love about this broker is that they keep improving on the platform. They keep improving on the platform in such a way that anybody that actually comes there will be able to get satisfied to some extent. And because of the update that they keep doing on the maintenance, most of the things that some of us will set on ground, anytime we just want to log in back there, it always goes back to the default setting. So because of that, I decided to come and just set up everything as a whole to start with here. I've downloaded some indicators. I downloaded some indicators which are here because you can see all of the indicators. You've seen the expert advisors and all that in on the platform, on the MT5 platform. And that's what I'm actually just going to use to set up this for some of us that don't actually know how to do this. Now I would like to get up the grid. You can use your Ctrl G to do that. It goes up, and if you don't want to use your Ctrl G, you can just right click on your cursor and then you go to the grid, Ctrl G, you just pick it up, so you take it away from here. Now this is a bar chart. I'm not used to bar chart, so I don't use that. I only use candlestick. So you just go, as you can see where my cursor is going, you click on that, it changes immediately to indicator, where we have the bullish candle to be the one in green, and the white one to be the bearish candle. Honestly, I won't lie to you, this is live. This is actually trading live right now, and I want us to just do that. Now let's quickly see what we can do with it. And it's still on 1 minute chart. You can see that there is no time frame here. Everything is actually on inside of the control panel. What you just need to do is to just right click on that. You get to your time frame here. If you want 1 minute and all that, even if you want some more time frame, just bring out from minutes here. You will see your 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes and all that. You just used it. But of course, since I'm not actually scalping now, what I'm just going to do is I can actually increase it to 30 minutes. It changes immediately. And but I want us to do 5 minutes. Let's go on 5 minutes and see what we can achieve with that. Let's go on 5 minutes. Sorry about that, it says it's not responding. Maybe probably we'll just wait a little bit for it to come up and see what we can achieve with that. Okay, very good. It has come up now, 5 minutes. So what we're going to do is just to set up our indicators we'll be using with this. Now the very first indicator I will put in there is forex line. I have what is called forex line. I have traders. I have TDI. I have TDI, which I personally added to that because I've discovered that TDI is one of the major indicator that anybody that is that serious about trading should try as much as possible to learn how to trade with it. If you can actually trade with CDI indicator, I can actually assure you that you so much love it. You so much love trading with that. I trade with that. I trade with MACD divergence, as you can see there. I trade with MACD divergence. My system is hanging, so we're just really sorry about that. Until it comes up, MACD divergence as well too will come up. So we put in MACD divergence as well. It's going to come up now. The thing I love about these two indicators is that it will actually be giving us signals, and which is very, very lovely. It will be giving us signals we can be using. Once you can have a signal, you can see when it gives you this, that is about the divergence about coming in. And after that we go with, like I said, after that you go with your forex line. You go with the dots. You can put in your dots there to start with, and the forex line. Those are the two things we're going to add up with it, and we will leave it right there and see what we can actually trade with as well. Okay, that's the dots there. The dots goes on there, and we have the forex line, which we put there as well. So I haven't put the 5. These are the things we're going to trade with, and there are things you will look out for before you start trading with all of these indicators. But like I said, I'm just basically here to show us that number one, the forex PS that they promise is live and direct. As you can see, this is 5 minutes, which you just set up with, and if you want to trade with your TDI indicator, very simple. Your MACD divergence, very simple. Now, one of the major things you need to learn to do, number one, is whenever you have a signal coming up from forex line, we call this forex line, you wait for the dot as well to come up with the same color as this. Two, you must always trade in the direction of the forex line. Number one, once the forex line comes up with that, you have to confirm from the TDI. You have to confirm from the TDI, which is the Trader Dynamic Index. Once the red line, the green line is above the yellow line, you can actually effect your trade, and the MACD is actually on the same platform with them. You can go on with it. Let's say now I'm going to put this on 15 minutes, and you will say, I believe that. You can see, this one gives us an indication. This one gives us an indication that the price goes up. Action, open buy. Now once it says open buy, not that you just immediately open the buy order from there. No, you will have to check out if it actually correlates with what you're looking out for. Now let me give us one of the major things we can use right away here in order for us to know what we're talking about, which is simple. Okay, so like I said, let me quickly show us how we can trade with this. Okay, let me take my arrow to show us the buy. You can see the buy here. Is a thing you can easily buy from here, because you can see the green and the red arrows goes above the yellow, and it goes on like that. If you put your stop loss here, you can see that it still keeps going up. It depends on where you actually want to put your take profit and the stop loss. That's number one. And another buy that I think I still find out as well is here. You can see this place, boom. You can put another buy there as well. And look at the sell here. Can you see now the green and the red has crossed already the yellow line, and you can see this. It must have actually given you a signal by then, so which is from there you would have actually just pick it out from there, and just make a sell order from here, and you would have actually made your money right away. But I would like to tell us this, that what I would like you to note, it is not every time that you will keep making money, because like what we keep saying, trading is a game of probability. You don't expect it to be 100%. You don't expect yourself to be 100% perfect. But if you can go with your money management, at the end of the day, you will actually be in profit. And if you can actually just be growing your capital a little bit, little by little, over and over again and again, I can assure you that at the end of the day, you will always be a profitable trader. Now, with what I just showed you now, you can see here, see, it goes down. See this as well. You would have actually made your money, or probably. Let me give us this. Okay, now let's say we want to put we want to assume that we want to trade Euro USD right now with take profit of let's say quickly 50. You want to have 50 pips, and then stop loss. Definitely you put your stop loss at 25 pips, which simply gives us a reward ratio of 2 to 1, reward ratio. Now, having given you this, I would like to show us how we can go about this here. Now, you effect your trade here. You effect your buy trade, because it was after it was actually giving you the signal from here, and you effect your buy trade from here. If you effect the trade or buy trade there, that simply means that you sell at 1.08743. Sorry, 43 here. So that means your take profit is going to be what? Your take profit there going to be 1 point. Your take profit, let's quickly check that out by ourselves. 8743 minus 50. That gives us sorry, let's do it again. Bam bam. 1.08743 minus 1, 2, 3, and 4 gives us 08693. Okay, so that means we're going to have it at 08693. Let's see 693 here, so I'll be able to know what we're doing. 693, 08693, 08693. That's around somewhere here. I want to see the stop loss should be 25 will be plus 25, gives us 67. All right, around 67. That should be something like this. And I haven't bought from here, so it rallies all the way down here. So that means must have actually made a profit from there. We just keep making it, and if this as well too still goes, you can find them. Most of the time I can actually tell you that this actually works very well. Now before we go, I would like to just set up another maybe let's do volatility products, which is what I'm actually still working with personally myself. I put this back to 5 minutes, and I use the same indicator that I've been using before. Indicator to start with, we have the dot, remember, we have the forex line, that have actually given us the signal there. We have MACD, I guess, yes, MACD. We have the MACD that is giving us the signal, as you guys can see, MACD. And the last but not the least, we have yes, TDI. We have TDI. One lovely thing I love about them is they will actually be giving you signals over time. They'll be giving you signals, so that means you guys will actually be working properly together. Now I haven't done that. A number of us now from here, this would have actually given us a signal to buy, but like I said, always trade always trade the same direction. Now let me give us one of the major things I mean. Now you must have actually bought from here. If you're actually following me, you would have bought from here. You would have bought around this place, because the green and the red line is already below yellow line in TDI, which is Trader Dynamic Index here. This must have actually given you the signal, because you can see it's below the 0 line signal level there, and you can see two of them. It's rallies down, and it has actually given us. Now this one has changed to blue color already, but the signal we are looking for, the red line, the green line, hasn't actually crossed. It was when it crossed that you will actually buy, and this is where it's crossed. So now let us check that. This is where it's crossed. I want to show you how perfect this can be. I want to show you how perfect this can be. How perfect this can be. It's crossed here, boom, and can you see? We bought from there, and it keeps going up. Can you see now? We bought from there, and it keeps going up. Now, if you are here, will you actually buy from here? You won't buy, because they don't give you the same signal. They don't give you the same signal. So that means it still keeps going up and up like that. As you can see here, it keeps going up and up. So if you actually want to do it, if you actually want to do the right thing, you just buy up, and you just leave all of that. So it's just as simple as that. It's a thing you guys can actually keep doing around, and you just keep making it. Now the surprising thing there is we've gotten a new index product, like I said, which is volatility 10. Volatility 10. Remember, when I told you guys I was already at 200 before this one comes back here, but it doesn't make, because it will still keep going down. I can assure you that, because can you see now? Very awesome. I entered on time around here. I would have actually been in very good money by now. I entered probably from here. I would have been in good money from there, but I didn't enter from there, so no problem. Now we have a MACD there. We have a MACD there. We can still go with some other indicators as well. So I put my TDI as well. TDI, you can see, you know, the TDI gives us the same direction. The same direction. Can you see now? It gives us the same direction there. So it keeps going back, same direction. We put our forex line. Remember, forex line is there, and we have the dots as well. So let's see what this gives us. You know, when we have the dots, but you will not go with this, because you know it's just a retracement. That is just simply a retracement. So we just need to go with this. You go alongside with everything, and you will just keep making your money. I can assure you that, because you know it's actually going to be a nice one, and you know from there you would have actually made very good money. But let us go down to lower time frame before we stop for today. Lower time frame and see. Excellent. Can you see now? You know, had it been we've entered from there, we would have made very good and good money. But we entered around 6:30, and 6:30 is around here. So that means, you know, we entered around this place. 6:30 is around there, which is where we entered from. We entered from around there. You know our stop loss is still up there, so it keeps running down, But one of the major things I would like to tell us guys today is, for some of us that actually want to be using this for binary trading, rise and fall, I will come back and show us, you know, how we can do that. But I haven't actually learned this today. That means, you know, you can probably just be doing this for, you know, your forex. If you actually want to be doing your forex trading, you know, you can go up with this. This is your, you know, volatility 100. This is your volatility 10. We still have some other ones as well today if you want to do that. But I believe, you know, this can actually help a number of you guys that have actually been looking for ways to actually, you know, make some very good results with your trading. And I believe, you know, I haven't actually given you the guys this. Try as much as possible to put this into practice. Try as much as possible, learn everything you can do with this. And then I can assure you, and I truly mean it, I can assure you that, you know, if you can actually just try this out, you should be able to have some consistent, you know, green pips. You should be able to have some consistent results with it in such a way that, you know, you can actually find yourself becoming profitable with it. This is what I've actually been doing. And before I leave you guys, I'd like to show you guys, you know, another MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 that I've been working with, you know, and what I started with, and where I've been able to take it, in order for you guys to know that, you know, I'm not just joking with this. I've been telling you guys, just hang on. Let me quickly just log on to that in order for you guys to see. Okay, I'm logging on to that. As you guys can see, you know, this is balance of 17,637, you know, because I have two of it. This is where I was before Olubenga, which is where I just started with $5,000. In order for me to see, you know, how I can work on that quickly. But you know, this is what I've been operating on before, you know, the update of binary.com, you know, before the update of binary.com on the MetaTrader 5. So I've been working with this before, in which I started with, you know, 5,000 as well too there. Now I'm going to show you guys the, you know, the history there. You know, I will show you the history which I've been able to make from there, and let us see, you know, how I was able to do that, you know, because I love giving people evidence in order for them to be able to know that, you know, I'm not joking. I really mean what I said I'm doing, and you know, we'll be able to know that, oh, this is really working really well. Not just that, you know, we are just you know, showing you, and it seems as if it's not working. So I'm going to show you guys that, like I just rightly said. Now let us go to view, you know, the trading history, and we'll be able to know how the thing works. I just save it down here in order for us to see. Okay, here is it, report history. So we just log on to it. As you guys can see, you know, in the balance 17,000, but this is still demo account. You know, for some of you guys that are actually hacking, I'll just tell you this is demo account, you know, because I won't actually open my account here to start with. You know, this is just demo account, and let's see how far we've been able to go with that. I want us to log on to that. Now, let me just open it, and I will show us, how far I've been able to do that. I haven't actually traded anything as touching forex before, but I just tried as much as possible to go into it in order for me to see, how far I can actually, run up with it, because I believe I should be able to do it, and that's why I just made a trial with it. So whatever the mind of a man can actually, conceive and believe, the mind of a man can actually achieve. If I've been able to do all of that, as touching digit trading, we should be able to do that as well too here. I think it's coming up now. Okay, yes, it's up. As you can see, name, trade history report, Benga, days. That's what you guys just saw now. Date, which is for today now. And okay, let's see where we started from. Sorry about that. I opened it twice. Can you see now? This month I started from on the 11th. Today's 26th, so that means simply 15 days ago I started with 5,000 naira. Sorry, I started with $5,000. I'm really so sorry about that. You can see sell and all that. What I was doing, stop loss. I lost that. I made this back and all that. Take profit, take profit and all that. That's the way we just kept working around it. And it came here and it shows, it now started showing us, the result. Started showing us the result from there. Okay, that's just showed us the other, but this will show, the other show us, okay, very good. Now these are the deals that we actually need to, check. The deals, volatility 100, in, out, and all that. I started with this. This is the opening balance. Remember the opening balance, virtual money deposit. Take profit, stop loss here. That means we lost. I quickly stop loss and take profit. It keeps going up and up and up and up, as you guys can rightly see from here. Let's start again. These are the profits. Minus because I kept selling them based on what I've read in books that I should learn to cut down my losses and increase my profits. Everything just keeps going up and up like that. I lost and lost. I was losing and was recovering them back. Was losing and was recovering them back until I was able to make it up to 17,000. You can see a profit here. I lost this. I lost this. I was able to lose, quite a number of them, but was able to make some back as well. So I can actually tell you that trading is lovely if you truly know what you're doing. As you can see, it says the total net profit as at today is 12,000 from just $5,000. Initial deposit. I was able to make all that. That's actually a very great one. They say gross profit is 32,000. That means based on things, my trade history, gross profit is 32,000 and gross loss was 19,000. That's where I lost this and I was able to make all of this back. So that was how that's how far I've gone, which you guys have seen here. And now I don't have any. Presently now I don't have any trade ongoing. Now if I actually want to do anything, I will wait. Remember, I will wait for the signal, from the TDI. I wait for the signal from MACD. I wait for the signal on Forex line. Even if I have, signal from any of these indicators, I will have to confirm from the other ones, because there is what we call the principle. Sorry about that. That's what we call the principle of 3 in trading. The principle of 3 in trading, which is what I'm actually employing each and every time. And if you can remember the other time, these 3 indicators gave us that we should buy. I remember that the Forex line gave me that price have started growing up. going up, that I should open buy. So had it been I've actually bought it, the team would have actually been in profit by now. So I believe with what I just showed you guys now, you should be able to go and make some very good results profitably for yourself. Thanks and God bless. Remember to check out my blog. simpletrading.tk for some more insightful tips that you can use and make some very reliable and serious profit with your trading. As far as I'm concerned, trading must be effortless and simple. If you're finding if you're sweating over over your trade setup, it simply means that it's not working. Ensure that you develop yourself to a level where your trading setup is effortless and simple. You're able to look at your chart like this, and what the market is saying. What the market is saying. What the price action is telling you to do. Whether the price action is actually telling you to wait or to actually enter the market, you should be able to know with this, and you can actually zoom it out very well. If you actually want to do that, and you just go with it and all that. Thanks and God bless. I appreciate you guys. Expect you in the next video. Thanks and God bless. Bye for now.